Chen taijiquan je tradicionalna kitajska notranja borilna veščina, za katero je značilno tekoče spiralno gibanje, ki ga tradicionalni teksti pogosto primerjajo z gibanjem vode. Čeprav izvorna in najstarejša oblika taijiquana, iz katere so izšli kasnejši slogi Yang, Wu, Hao, Wu in Sun, je Chen taijiquan ostal najdlje hermetično zaprt in je vse do 30. let 20. stoletja poučevan izključno v rojstni vasi Chen taijiquana, vasi Chenjiagou v provinci Henan na Kitajski. Znani kitajski rek pravi: za vstop v veščino je potrebno učiteljevo izročilo, nivo znanja pa je odvisen od količine vadbe. Številni Chen mojstri poudarjajo, da mora postati vadba del posameznikovega vsakdana, tako samoumevna in neizbežna, kot na primer zajtrk. K vadbi je potrebno pristopiti z zavedanjem, da gre za dolgotrajen proces, v katerem se posameznih korakov ne da izpustiti. Napredek je počasen. Vse je odvisno od redne in marljive, toda tudi inteligentne vadbe. Ključni lastnosti, potrebni za uspešen pristop, sta sproščen neobremenjen s prevelikimi pričakovanji in vztrajnost. Številni učenci zaradi bodisi fizične zahtevnosti veščine, bodisi počasnega napredka ali obeh, na žalost obupajo na sredi poti. Izrečeno pa ne pomeni, da je vadba izključujoča. Nasprotno, Chen taijiquan je primeren za ljudi vseh starosti. Z redno vadbo in odvisno od posameznikovih sposobnosti, razumevanja in motivacije lahko dosežemo ali izboljšamo notranje in zunanje ravnotežje, koordinacijo, pravilno sprostitev, koncentracijo in moč uma in telesa. Slovensko združenje za Chenjiagou taijiquan je ustanovljeno leta 2011. Ustanovili smo ga 3 entuzijasti, kateri smo s tem želeli privabiti ljudi, ne glede na to, katerem klubu, društvu ali skupini pripadajo, ki imajo željo pravzaprav trenirati v tradicionalnem stilu z mojstri, kateri še zmeraj imajo kriterij tradicionalne vadbe. In to je praktično nekaj, kar nam je zdaj po 7 letih tudi uspelo. Povezali smo se, privabili k sebi dobre učitelje in mojstre iz Chen vasi. To je zibelka Chen taijiquana, praktično zibelka taijiquana sploh. In z njimi imamo reden kontakt in seminarje. Tale seminar v Tolminu je eden izmed njih. Tukaj imamo pa še eno posebno priložnost, posebno čast, da gostimo velikega mojstra Chen Xiaoxing-a zadnjič v Evropi, zadnjič zunaj Kitajske.
Slovensko združenje oziroma naše združenje za Chenjiagou taijiquan, tako kot ste že slišali, je bilo ustanovljeno leta 2011. Istega leta predsednica našega društva, dr. Biljana Dušić, je imela to, bom rekel, naključje ali pa srečo, pa pravijo, da naključja ni, da je na kitajskem v Chenjiagou vasi navezala začetni stik z gospodom Davidom Gaffneyjem iz Anglije. In to je rezultiralo z sodelovanjem z to šolo Chen taijiquana Great Britanije oziroma Velike združene Anglije. To sodelovanje se je enostavno po neki inerciji in po zaslugah prizadevnosti tako naših članov, kot tudi gospoda Davida in Davidine Siaw-Voon Sim, rodilo je rezultate, ki so šli v korist in njim in nam oziroma v splošno zadovoljstvo vseh. Rezultat tega sodelovanja je predvsem ta, da smo leta 2014 postali podružnica Chenjiagou taijiquan GB šole iz Manchestra in na to smo zelo ponosni. To nam je prineslo veliko korist po vprašanju kvalitete, po vprašanju sodelovanja z učitelji, po možnosti neposrednega stika z vsemi velikimi živečimi mojstri v Chen vasi na Kitajskem in med drugim tudi možnost, da izoblikujemo sami svoja pravila in da peljemo metodo treninga in usposabljanja z ciljem, da lahko posamezniki dosežejo razne nazive od tega, da so lahko asistenti, učitelji, da lahko imajo možnost in priložnost, da delajo izpite za Duan Veje, kar je rang Vušu zveze Kitajske, in možnost obiska preko našega društva Chen vasi na Kitajskem in sodelovanja z resnično pravim virom taijiquana. In na to smo zelo ponosni.
I started working with Slovenia, I think about 2013, because I met Biljana, who is the organizer of this camp, of this seminar in 2008. My husband came first and I came later. I find that it's in the interim, from the time we came to now, the numbers of the people here have stabilized, and their improvement in the understanding of taijiquan. We try our best to convey what exactly taijiquan is to the people here.
When we came first, it was quite undeveloped. Over the years, we've tried to increase the understanding of traditional Chen style Tai Chi and what it actually is. It's quite a complex discipline, taijiquan. If we look at the name gives us the biggest clue as to what we should be doing. Chuan is a martial art, so everybody can pretty much understand that. Tai Chi is a philosophy, it's a philosophy of balance. When we train Tai Chi Chuan together, we're trying to work on every aspect of balance. So whether that's physical aspects like the coordination of upper and lower body and left and right sides, and internal aspects like the coordinating breathing and movement, or the correct energetic feeling within a movement. So in the beginning, the understanding was less. Now, over time, it's improving. Tai Chi is a discipline that you can't be forced. They have a saying that you can't force a fruit to ripen. Just no matter how much you want that apple, you have to wait until it goes through the process. Tai Chi training has a very particular process. Basically, it takes as long as it takes. It depends how much, you can't put a time frame on it, depends how much a person puts in, it depends on their level of understanding. For myself, my own ambition is just to follow the process and just see how far it goes. In China, training, you don't get patted on the head too often. In training, people don't constantly say good, correct, good. I trained for a long time, and then eventually one of the teachers said, now it's quite standard. That's actually a compliment. What we're looking for is to follow a very exact set of rules for the body. Every part of the body in Tai Chi, there's a rule for what it should be doing. And then rules for how to do the movement, how to coordinate the energetic state of the body. Simply, we'd say that the lower part of the body should feel heavy and grounded. The center should be drawn together. The center should be robust and not separated. The upper part should be commanding. The upper part should be lifting lightly. So we try to keep all of those feelings, to develop all of those feelings, at the same time holding every part in a particular way. So say the shoulders are relaxed and the elbows are down, the chest is empty, the hips are soft. It's very easy to, in just a few minutes, anybody of half average intelligence could learn the requirements of Tai Chi, to be able to say them, to be able to write them down, but to be able to actually put them into the body in the correct amount. It's not just relax more and more and more, it's relax to the correct place. You know, so everything has to be in, we say, in the right place, and then that takes time. Sometimes people, when they start first, they think, if you say to somebody, relax, they say, yes, I'm relaxed, but they haven't got the correct feeling of what it really is to be relaxed. You have to completely unlearn lots of incorrect movement patterns, incorrect thought patterns. We talk about balance. We're not just saying like physical balance, we're talking about mental balance. If we do one thing, we do one movement, Tai Chi has a saying that if you concentrate on one thing, you lose everything. So it's not just more and more concentration. The way Tai Chi's rules have been passed down in history, they've been passed down with small poems, like rhyming poems. We'd say relax the shoulder and sink the elbow. We'd say soften the qua and round the crotch. We'd say look forward and listen behind, lift up and sink down. Everything is in relation to something else. We're trying to train the whole body to be an integrated system, not to be like a collection of separate parts. So when somebody starts first, if you just say lift the top of your head up and soften your hips, that takes a lot of concentration. It's easy to do it for 1 second, but to be able to maintain that feeling through a whole routine takes a lot of mental effort. When that becomes fixed, then we might say look forward and listen behind at the same time whilst maintaining the original feeling, and so on and so on. So we're like adding layers of intention on top of movement. The most basic part of Tai Chi is learning the movements and routines. This is like this relatively is a short job. This is the template we use to actually train the particular intention and energetic state of the body. That takes time.
My method is traditional because I was trained in the traditional way. So we start from the basics, and from the basics we build upon the basics to get into the different layers of Taijiquan training. I must say that in Slovenia, the groups are very receptive to this. We find that in the West sometimes people are a little bit impatient to get to they think that they can get to the finer points very quickly. So over here, the program is always, we start with basic training, and then we build on the foundation form, and then the more complex form, which is stage by stage. So my training method is very much following how I was trained, the traditional way, one movement at a time, one method at a time, and one understanding at a time. Because if they don't know the basic, don't understand the basic, they cannot build on it. It doesn't matter how long we spend on the basics, or to make sure that they understand. If they understand it, then it's good. The future of Taijiquan is to be able to engage more young people, because the perception of Taijiquan in the West, all over the world increasingly, is that it is a pursuit for older people who can't do anything else anymore, then they come and do Tai Chi. Or all the researchers in the studies has been on older people to prevent falls, specifically. And in that sense, lesser young people want to do it. And for the future of anything, of any art, you have to engage the younger people, so that they can continue the practice.